What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And could Del Piero or Platini or a surprise candidate in Laurent Blanc become the Juve president maybe today already? Because there's a board meeting and the shocking news is out there that a lot of things will change. Comolli will get a new function. Ferrero, Scanavino could all be out of the door. Chiellini entered the board of directors. And President Chep is up there because Ferrero is gone. And now who's going to be? Del Piero, Platini, very difficult, not impossible. Laurent Blanc, a more suitable option apparently, but he is still with Ineos and Manu. So it could be an insane day or it can be a complete nothing type of day. So that's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about it until we finally get confirmation later today. Okay, so like I said, it's today. So maybe when you're watching this video, a decision has already been made, and this could be completely pointless. However, the reporting is this, and it's from a good source as well. Calcio Finanza, they don't usually just put out their things to put out there. So there's a board meeting, and things are about to change. Ferrero, who is, he's still at the club, might be gone, as president because, well, it's completely pointless. Scanavino is on his way out as CEO. He will be replaced by Comolli, and Scanavino will have his issue with Repubblica. He needs to resolve whatever. Two completely pointless figures in the Juve, landscape, in the history of the club. You will remember them from being completely pointless and have absolutely no influence and just being there to be a puppet from Elkan or just to fill the roles because the roles needed to be filled. So that's that. Comolli, CEO, because Elkan is impressed with his work in the short, like literally very short future, present, excuse me. And Chiellini will step into the board of directors. Also, the board will go from 5 people to 11 people. So, more serious. Now, the news is for the president, who will become the president, Del Piero's name and Platini's name are out there. But the reports are suggesting it's not easy. They don't elaborate to it, but I don't know what easy means or what not easy means in this case. Now, for a president, I will say this for a president. I want somebody who is strong in his communication, who will defend the club no matter what. They will defend the club and they will defend them basically to the death, in terms of strong statements, come out when they need to speak, defend the coach, defend the players, defend the club against anything. That's what I need. But the most important thing is there needs to be a plan and they need to be ambitious slash open to new ideas, in my opinion. You cannot have people out there who have outdated ideas or do not have ideas out there and just be there because of the names. Because I know a lot of people are still skeptical about, should Del Piero be that? Does he has experience? I don't know. Probably, like, he doesn't have the experience as a Laurent Blanc, for example, who's being mentioned, who I think was the chairman of the club in 2006. He was he the CEO? He was one of the directors in 2010-9. He was one of the people, actually he was the people who set up the building the stadium we have right now. But the issue with Laurent Blanc is, if I'm not mistaken, I thought he was working with Ineos and he's part, of the menu thing going on. So that's very, very odd, as well. But I mean, if you pair Comolli with Laurent Blanc, and this is like purely based on the theory. In theory, it could be good because you will have 2 people, and again, theory, who will have a vision, a strategy, plans, ideas, and they're kind of business related slash they can focus on football because they allow other people to focus on football. That's theory, because if your plan as strategy is bad, is poor, I mean, the execution will be poor as well, because you're trying to you're trying to do something that is not good enough. So in theory, a lot of things sounds good. I don't think Platini should be up for consideration. Like, I think he's older. I think he's been out of the game a bit too long. I'm not sure. Like, he will have a very strong opinion. He will defend the club no matter what. He will speak, etc. But I also have a fear that he might speak too many times. He will say too much. He will, do things that shouldn't be done, and etc. So I think we should avoid that. With Del Piero, it's like there's no experience. Like it is what it is. Unless you can say, oh, you don't need experience to be president. You do. You have to. You have to. But you also need to know the club. I think that's a plus as well. But you need to have some sort of experience in the world, of football, the way things go. Otherwise, you will be used as a puppet. I don't think anyone wants Del Piero at the club and then see him being used as a puppet. Maybe a bit like what happened with Maldini, or Totti, and he was used as a puppet by Roma, and Totti was like, I'm not doing this. Like, if you're using me here to keep the fan base calm, and I respect Totti for that, he's like, I'm not doing this. And he left, and they were using him as a puppet. So I don't want that for Del Piero. That's pointless. Then I'd rather have somebody in who will actually have a say, will have an impact on the club, even if it's a negative impact, only time will tell, but actually be there to do something, to try to change something, etc., etc. So it's going to be interesting because this is a massive change for the club. Again, we've been changing so many times. It's not healthy. Even like in personal life, if your company changes structure every single time, it's not healthy, because every time somebody new comes in, he wants to change things. He wants to do things the other way around, and it's adapting, and there's no results every single time. And there's a football club as well. It can go south really quickly. We have been not winning for ages. I feel 5-6 years right now. It can go to 10, 15 really, really quickly. Like, let's be completely honest. Like these 5 years flew by. It felt like yesterday we were winning 9 in a row, but it's 5 years already. It can go fast and bad really, really quickly. So that's why it's important that the right people get into the job. If you put in Del Piero, fine, the fan base will be happy. But if you use him as a puppet, as a mascot, just to be there and appease the fans, then it's pointless. Then I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want to watch Del Piero there and do the ambassador thing, basically, in an official role. That's not gonna help him. I don't think he wants that as well. I don't think he will accept that as well. But nobody will benefit from that. Not him, not us. So, I mean, the guy who takes that job needs to have a say. He needs to defend the club, needs to have a strong opinion, a vision, wants to improve, wants to change things. I think that's the most important thing. And today we will see. Maybe Ferreira will stay, and he is the puppet, and CEO Comolli will take more responsibilities. I don't know. But the rumors are that there will be a new president. Who that might be, I don't know. We might have a new president before we actually have a sporting director, which is crazy, But in the comment sections, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and later today we will have the official basically news, and we can discuss it further. Ciao.